So as you can see, our footing is now complete, dug to depth. We're now in the process of bringing in a type 1 in the areas that need it. Got our string lines up to get our levels. As you see, we've already got our 1 in 84. Over here, sub base is good. Already 200 mil before we start putting some in. Some areas over here have been testing. These ones are here, all right. Over here though, as you can see, it's only about 2 centimeters in, and then you go straight to earth. So we'll be digging this section here out and relaying it with some better type 1. And there leaves us a 30 to 50 millimeter water bed. So we've dug the bit, it wasn't to depth. This bit all here is alright, it's not so bad. Because we've dug to the soil, put down some non-woven membrane as well, stop the type 1 going into the soil. So you can see now, depth is good, more than enough for the mortar and type 1. And that would stop this bit having any issues. Now we just need to spread the rest of the type 1. Now I do not have the best brush at the moment for this. Normally I go for a thinner brush, but we didn't actually have one on us, so we've had to take the brush off of the soft one. And you want to get it all in the corners as much as you can. That is where a grabbo comes into place, because it then stops you getting a slurry all over your hands, which can be an absolute nightmare. Bed for the second one's finished. Just going to check the sort of height that we got going on with the level to make sure there's enough room. This one's already been slurried. Just make sure there's enough pressure. And this is all these do, they just twizzle on. They don't lift the slab or anything like that. Mainly I just use them to keep the slab in place. Also makes people very much aware that you can't walk on it, which is handy. It just allows me few extra adjustments as well. Yep, cool. Needs shunting over a little bit because look, it's better. And I'll just use the long level across it to see, make sure it's smooth here. These ones are seeming to bow a little bit at the corners. Quick update, this is how far we are at the moment. Got a fair bit done. Customer in the end didn't actually want the step, so we're going to have to figure out a way just to neaten up these bricks because they don't exactly look too nice. We also over here have concreted in around the bamboo, as the customer was worried that it was going to grow underneath our planters, which actually hasn't so far. Also going to be concreting around the other side, but we'll do that in a bit after we've done the rest. So tomorrow we'll be cracking on. is how far we got yesterday. Got 3 rows done. Looking quite good now, getting the whole area done. We just have the bullnose at the front to do now, but unfortunately it's a 3-week delay for that, so we have to come back and do that. And we'll do that when we do the Flowpoint Pointing. Do it all once because the weather conditions can change the colour slightly. Means today we're going to be doing the concrete foundation and the brickwork, as it's going to get rendered and then painted white. So we'll get started on that. The wall is all done now, just needs the bullnose and a bit of rendering and it'll be all finished. So we'll be off now for about 3 weeks and we'll come back once the bullnose is here. We also finished out back, which I haven't actually shown you. Looked quite bad to begin with, still doing a little bit on it, but just finished the garden. Nice little bit of turf and some raised planters. Had a slab of concrete back here and it was at a massive angle to begin with as well. So now I won't be back for a few weeks and then we can see how it looks once it's all done. We're back after about a month. The bullnose took quite a long time to come, so we're just going to put some more type 1 in here and then we're going to go ahead and start laying the bullnose. Bullnose is now in, and Grant is just putting a flow point on the ends, plugging them in, so that when we do it, it doesn't flow out. We're about to mix up a big batch and do it all. And so, that's exactly it. Flow point is all in. Also got the gravel in the sides, and that is our job done here. The render will come, do the bottom of the brickworks in a few days, and that'll be it.